Hi everybody! Welcome back to WildCare. It's 1 o'clock and today, apparently it's the week of opossums. These babies are the same ones that you met 2 weeks ago on April 8th in Mom's Pouch. Remember we met them? That was one of our first hospital live streams that we did, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much bigger they are. That is crazy. Everybody scroll down to the video from April 8th. Whoops, we're fast. And you can see how small these guys are. God, they're so fat.
That's a girl.
Checking our gender here, our sex. That's a female. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they were all females except for one little male, which is probably kind of unusual. You're fine. Let me get over here. So what we're doing today is we are checking them, we are weighing them, and we are actually microchipping them. And WildCare is very, very lucky that we have had funding to microchip our mammal patients, and it is incredibly valuable to us because it means that we can tell if an animal has been here before, if they come back into the wildlife hospital again. So there's our first little one. You can tell they've gotten a lot more wild, they've gotten a lot bigger, and so we have to be, handling them and making sure they don't escape from us, but they will be at this point in their outdoor enclosure and look at all of them. How many are there? There are 8 total? 7, okay.
And you can see, Moms, they're doing great. They're very wild. They want nothing to do with us.
Yep, which is exactly what we want. Of course, all of the work that WildCare does in our wildlife hospital with our patients is to raise them to be healthy and wild and not to see humans as friends. It's one of the many reasons that we always tell people to bring injured and orphaned babies that you find, baby animals that you find to, oh, that's the male, okay, to a wildlife care center like WildCare, because we will raise these babies with members of their own species. Yes, Melanie's getting texts. We will raise them wild. We will give them all of the opportunities they need to be healthy and successful once they get back out into nature.
So with microchipping, that's something that we do to keep track in case anybody ever comes back. Then we know how they're doing. And we're just taking a quick look while they're here. We're checking to make sure they're healthy, and they look fantastic. Mom's doing a great job.
She sure is. Yes, Cindy, I'll get a good face shot on the next one here.
Well, it depends on how stressed they are.
Yes, that's true. Exactly. As we're moving them around.
And you can notice as well that some of them are going to the bathroom as we're holding
Uh-huh.
And that is an opossum defense mechanism, which works very well. They express this great green goo substance from their anal glands, and they have diarrhea, which keeps predators, hopefully, away from them. So between that and playing dead, most things that would eat them would go, oof. Yeah, I don't want that.
Disgusting, yes. So here's our third little one. Is that another girl, Dr. J? Excellent. Weighing her. So I'll try to do as much a good a look as we can get at them, but we want to minimize their stress, minimize their handling, minimize the time that they spend seeing us, because that's stressful for them. And that is, I know, Laura, look at that little tum. Laura says, I totally agree. These babies are so incredibly healthy. It's just amazing how good of a job the mother opossum has done with these little ones. We see, we get so many. I'm trying to think how many opossums we get. A couple hundred a year, right, ladies? Yeah.
200.
Yeah, around 200 orphaned baby opossums every year in the wildlife hospital. And we, most of them come in because they've lost the care of their mother, right? Maybe mom got hit by a car and the baby survived, or maybe, something happened and the baby fell off. The ones, squirmy little guy. The ones that we met actually yesterday were all 3 individual. There's another female. Look at this round belly on that little girl. The 3 that we met yesterday were all 3 individual babies that had come in at separate times, probably fell off mom's back when she was walking around and weren't able to get back on. Jessica asked, where's the mom? And the mom is actually already out in her enclosure. So we're going to be moving these babies out to the enclosure once we have finished with all of this. She's already out there. She's pretty high stress, and it isn't fun at all for her to be in around us.
The babies are old enough now that they're not in her pouch or riding on her. They're just hanging out with her. And
Right.
around her. Okay, she's good. So we don't need them together, and we didn't want to add to her stress with this.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing that we're doing for stress reduction
Mm-hmm.
is all of the microchip packages are already pre-opened.
Uh-huh.
It may not seem like a big deal, but if you're an opossum, it's a huge deal. They have incredibly sensitive hearing, and every little noise. They can hear insects and leaf litter from up to very, very far away to find their food.
Yep.
And so crinkling plastic is a horrible noise for them. It's something that's actually really scary and stressful. So we make sure all the packaging is pre-done.
I love that that's the type of information and knowledge that you guys have working so closely with so many different species. We have 200 different species of animals that we treat in WildCare's Wildlife Hospital. And these amazing ladies, Dr. Juliana Sorum and Melanie Piazza, our Director of Animal Care, have an incredible amount of knowledge about all of these different animals and how to properly care for them and minimize their stress and do as...
One of the things we do is when we have adult opossums that come in as patients, they play dead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to do evals on them sometimes and see if they can walk, if they have fractures or spinal injuries.
Right.
And so a lot of times if we can't get them to move because they're playing dead, while they're laying on the floor on a towel, we'll actually crinkle a plastic bag behind them. And many times that will cause them to just jump up and run. And we're like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Uh-huh. That's a sound that is so disturbing to them that it'll wake them up even from that. Isn't that interesting? Oh, are we peeing? Okay, excellent. Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Again, this is all good. This is what we want to see from our baby opossums that are going to be going back out into the wild. We would not be able to release these animals if they acted like humans were friendly or acted like they wanted to come up to us and, get something from us. They have to be wild because the fact is that an animal that walks up to people in the wild is an animal that's going to get injured. And so that is a very real thing that we deal with every single day with the injured and orphaned, especially the orphaned animals that come into WildCare, that idea that we have to handle them with the very, very minimum of interaction, the very minimum of handling.
And also why we never raise them alone.
Right.
We always raise them with conspecifics, and then in this case, of course, with mom.
Right. Right. Oh, I just saw someone donated. Laura, thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that. Donating toward those fat little bellies. I love it. Thank you so much. Hey, Judith. Judith is on our... Another male. So we do have 2 males. Okay. We didn't check the record before we started doing this. Judith is on our squirrel team. So I think Judith has done opossums also. So these little guys are so funny. They're very, very agile. They're very, very quick. They're very, very grippy. They're just astonishing little animals. Do you have an idea how much longer they'll be in care, Melanie or Dr. J?
So usually when we have them from babies in the hospital without mom, they would be moving out to an outdoor enclosure at around 200 to 300 grams, which is where they are right now. And then we usually release around 500 grams.
Okay.
So that's about probably 2 weeks for them.
More weeks here, yeah.
These guys are so plump, I would think they're probably a little heavier than... peeing again. A little bit heavier than some of the ones that we have in care.
Is that our last one?
Excellent. All right, everybody, we got a special treat. We're going to follow our med team out to the enclosure. Oh, let's look down here. You can see them hanging on the wall.
There's a lot of stress poop in there.
This will give you a good look at their wonderfully grippy little feet. Isn't that the most wonderful thing? So,
Cover them with that brown
yep, go ahead.
towel.
So they, of course, are just in this carrier until we can get them back outside to their enclosure with mom. So we're going to follow our medical team out. You guys, I'll try to not make everyone queasy with walking. Try to be as stable as possible. This, of course, is the medical room at WildCare. You guys have been here before. It's a very small space in which to treat the nearly 4,000 animals that we care for every single year in WildCare. There's our new x-ray machine. I go through the bird room here. You've been in here before as well. out the back door past our cage cleaning area. If you've been a volunteer at WildCare, you're very aware of this particular space. Cages, of course, are cleaned and disinfected every day. There we go. All right. Maintaining our social distancing and wearing our masks, of course. Yeah, a little challenging. Well, wearing masks and gloves works for that as well. All right, so here is our enclosure.
You guys go in together. You don't need
Okay.
me there.
2 doors, of course, to prevent an accidental escapee. If they get out the first door, they wouldn't be able to get out the second door. You're probably just going to let him go.
We're
Okay.
just gonna prop the door open and let them
Yep,
come out on their
that
own.
sounds good.
Gianni could leave the back half covered and they can come out if they want.
Oh. I just lost my signal.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Just lost my signal. Damn it.
Oh, I knew you wanted a fireman and not a shirt. But I have a shirt.
Oh, awesome. Oh, my goodness. I lost everybody. Well, sorry everybody. I was trying to get us back on live, but it looks like it's just recording. If you were watching this whole time, thank you so much. We love having you here at 1 o'clock. We'll be back tomorrow. I believe we have a hawk release tomorrow. So excited to be here with everybody and be able to show you the work that WildCare does. Visit us online at discoverwildcare.org, and we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thank you.